What is up, everybody? In today's video we are going to be installing the K-Power Industries intake as well as installing the brake reservoir relocation kit. All that today's episode. My name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Let's get into it. So in the last video I showed you guys the K-Power Industries intake. It is this beautiful, nice cast piece, and it looks really nice in OEM, and then it also fits on the rear-wheel drive K-Series. For reference, this is a normal RSX intake, and it's, obviously it's angled down in the opposite way, but this is a super nice piece, very beautiful, and a subscriber actually sent it to me. So huge shout out to Andrew Warren. He has his own YouTube channel and he's just starting off, but he's doing a 2002 K-Series build. So if you guys are interested in that, go check that out and give him some love. That'll be in the description down below. So when looking at the K-Power Industries intake, you have this bottom part, which is the mounting bracket for the throttle cable, and then this guy, which is the IAVC valve or whatever sensor it is. And so we will be installing these two parts today, as well as getting the throttle body on. If you look on the chassis and try to install the intake manifold, you're going to hit the reservoir box here that holds the power steering and brake fluid. And so we need to, I bought a kit to relocate it. It's just from Ireland Engineering. So we're going to also relocate that today. You will need that relocation kit to actually fit the intake manifold, but this intake manifold is probably the best solution out of all of them. Another option is to take the skunk intake manifold and then rotate it. You unbolt half of it and then rotate the back half, and then the only issue with that is that the actual throttle body then angles in, which naturally you don't want. So K-Power Industries is going to be probably the best on the market. I really enjoy their products. They're super nice, very clean, and well worth the money. Another part of this intake manifold is the change in throttle bodies, and we're actually going to be using a B-Series throttle body because it is a lot simpler than the K-Series one. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of just sensors and everything on there, and the throttle body is actually a lot smaller than this guy. So this is the 74mm throttle body, and it comes with this spindle that attaches directly to the E30 throttle cable, and what it's going to do is it's going to have the perfect throw for the actual pedal, and it's going to have a good ratio so that the pedal feels like stock. And so it doesn't feel like it has a different throttle body, and the B-Series throttle body is just a lot simpler. We really just have the throttle position sensor and then the throttle body itself. So super simple, and we will get this attached. Next we're going to slap a gasket in there and then attach this guy to the bottom. Okay, so we can have the looking at the intake manifold, we have the throttle position sensor on, the B-Series throttle body attached. On the back we have this sensor, and then I'm waiting for the bracket for the throttle cable to dry. I'm just respraying it, and then the intake manifold will be ready to go on. So since we have the Ireland Engineering reservoir relocation kit, one of the big portions is going to be pulling the hose off of the sleeve cylinder. So the reservoir normally comes out here and just sits on top of these two brackets, but since that is in the way of the intake manifold, we need to, this comes in the kit. We put these two little adapters on so that the hose can come over here, and then we need to extend this hose, which goes into the car to the master cylinder. So I will get in the car, but first I need to go down there to the sleeve cylinder and bleed it so that all of the fluid goes out and there's none in the master cylinder. That way we don't get brake fluid on the carpet of the car. Then I'm gonna make a bracket to mount it somewhere around here. But first I just want to get this old hose off, and then we'll run the new hose through the car, attach it to the master, and then since we are getting a new slave cylinder that fits the ZF transmission, I'm just gonna pull that one off. That way we can just wait and get a new one. You want to make sure that you replace everything before filling the fluid back up, because bleeding the clutch and bleeding the system is just a lot and it can take a while. So you really only want to make sure that you're doing it once. So I'm going to look to see if there's any good clutch lines, like stainless steel clutch lines and stuff like that, while the system is drained. That way I don't need to re-bleed it in the future. So I was able to disconnect the slave cylinder down there, and I caught all the fluids. So now we will go into the car underneath the pedal box and pull off the hose, and then we will pull this hose through the firewall. It just, yeah, it goes down there. So pull it through the firewall, and then we will put in our new hose. So this was the hose that came out. You can see that it's just not up to par, right? It's quite old. You can see that it's has some cracking and wear, and this is the new hose that comes with the kit. The hose that comes with the kit is very long, but we'll need about, a couple more inches off of this, and then the rest of the length will be used to just bring these guys over here. So we won't need a lot of hose for these two. But we're gonna feed this into the firewall, and I'm debating, I think I might go through the firewall on this side, rather than trying to find the hole down there. I'll just be able to grab the hose and push it out. So you can see here we have the line coming out of the firewall. You definitely need to go from the firewall through, and then I just use 2 needle nose to pull around the brake booster to get this line out. In the car, it's looking really good. Okay, after spending about 25 minutes upside down in the floor well of the car, I now understand why I'm 24 and have back issues. But I was able to get the hose on, so we'll do a quick mock-up of the intake manifold, and then we'll be able to cut the hose and kind of get I need to make a bracket before everything gets finalized, but let's take a look. Okay, so the intake manifold is going to sit right here. If we do something like right here, then that's enough out of the way. It's away from all like moving parts. We'll still be able to access like stuff. So I think I'm just going to cut the hose. I'll give myself a little bit extra, and then we'll be able to cut those pieces and hook them up there. Cool. And once everything is said and done, when we make a bracket and everything, it'll look something like this. But that looks super good. Everything is coming together really well. So again, this is Ireland Engineering. I got this from TF Works. They have everything on their website. And then this guy is just the B series throttle body. I wanted to mock up the actual throttle cable because we could theoretically try to install it. I'm not going to fully bolt down the intake manifold yet because I need to get to the fuel lines to run the AN fuel lines. So I'm going to wait for those to get in. The fuel system is next. So we'll do the fuel lines, the fuel rail, the injectors, and then everything will be completely done on this side. But I think everything is coming together really well. It's looking almost like a complete engine bay at this point. Again, just a little bit of the wiring harness, the ECU, the exhaust, and then the fuel system. And then everything will be, you know, close to that first startup. There's always going to be extra stuff that you just don't expect, but we're making good progress. I'm very happy with how the E30 turned out. Again, shout out to Andrew Warren. Go check out his channel in the description down below. And also, I'm going to be announcing the t-shirt winner giveaways right here. I messaged them individually, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for all participating and all subscribing, and thank you guys for 5,000 subscribers. It really means a ton. I've been super happy with the growth of the channel and just really thankful. So that's why I wanted to do a little bit of a t-shirt giveaway. Hopefully we will be giving away something bigger in the next round. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Also, thank you guys for the continued support, and congratulations to the t-shirt winners. I hope you guys like them. Anyways, until next time, my name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Have an amazing day. Peace.